Education in the UK is often described as free. No tuition fees, no upfront costs, at least on paper. But behind that idea lies a system shaped by geography, housing markets, and hidden expenses. So the real question is it truly free or just indirectly expensive? The free education system. In the United Kingdom, state funded schools, also called government schools, are free for children aged 5 to 16. These schools are funded through taxation, meaning families don't pay tuition fees directly. This system ensures universal access to education, a major strength of the UK model. Parents can apply to multiple schools through their local council, and in theory, every child is guaranteed a place. Next, the catchment area system. But here's where things get more complex. Most state schools in the UK operate on what is called a catchment area system. This means schools prioritize children who live within a specific geographic zone. In simple terms, the closer you live to a school, the higher your chances of getting in. And when schools are oversubscribed, which many top performing schools are, distance from your home can become the deciding factor. Let's know what's the postcode lottery reality. This creates what many people call a postcode lottery. Two children with identical academic potential may have completely different opportunities simply based on where they live. Even living inside a catchment area doesn't guarantee admission, but it significantly improves your chances. In competitive areas, families often move homes just to access better schools. Next, the hidden cost, housing prices. And this is where free education starts becoming expensive. Properties located near high performing schools often cost significantly more. In fact, homes in top school catchment areas can carry 15% to 30% price premiums. On average, buyers may pay around £42,000 extra for homes near outstanding primary schools. Around 85% of UK parents say school catchment influences where they live. This means access to better free education is often tied to ability to afford expensive housing. Not only that, other factors to look at are rent, council tax, and cost of living. The financial impact doesn't stop at buying property. Living in desirable school areas often means higher rent prices, increased house purchase costs, and sometimes higher council tax bans because property values are higher. So while tuition is free, families may end up paying thousands more each year just to live in the right location. Moreover, competition and pressure. The demand for good schools creates intense competition. Some families move house strategically, rent temporarily in catchment zones, or even face investigations from councils verifying their address authenticity. This shows how high the stakes are. Education becomes not just a public service, but a competitive system tied to social and economic status. Now let's know what are private schools, the alternative. For those who can't access top state schools through location, there's another option, private education. But private schools come with high fees, and since 2025, they're also subject to 20% VAT, increasing costs even further. So families face a trade-off. Pay higher housing costs for state schools or pay direct fees for private schools. The big question. So, is education in the UK really free? Yes, in terms of tuition. But in reality, access to the best education often depends on where you live, what you can afford, and how much you're willing to pay indirectly. In many cases, free education comes with a price, just not on the school bill. Because in the UK, your postcode can shape your future just as much as your classroom.